Blair Underwood is a Hollywood heartthrob who also loves the lights of Broadway. I recently sat down with the well-loved star to talk about his latest project, playing an Army captain investigating a murder in the acclaimed drama, A Soldier's Play. Mr. Underwood, good to see you.
Mr. Underwood? I got a Mr.
Yeah,
Underwood Blair, man.
Broadway star Blair Underwood. I love this. I'm so glad you're back on stage.
Oh man, I'm so excited to be back.
And so fantastic. A Soldier's Play. What a beautiful production. Are you really enjoying being a part of that ensemble?
I'm loving every minute of it. I'm literally trying to breathe in these last few moments and the last few weeks. But yeah, you know, we were talking earlier. I think we first met. I did Streetcar Named Desire 8 years ago now.
Yeah.
And you know, I love coming back. I love being on stage. I started doing dinner theaters initially, but anytime I can get back and get a foot on the boards and back in the theater, I love doing it. But it's got to be the right project, the right time, and the right commitment. You know, we're at the roundabout now, so it's a limited run. It was 11 weeks total, so it's just perfect.
How did this project come in your lap? Was this a Kenny Leon phone call?
Yeah.
That's what he does. He calls his dream cast.
Those Kenny calls.
He calls his dream stars.
So I got a call from Kenny. Actually, I think he knew a friend of a friend who knew my wife.
Okay.
My wife texted me, she said, Kenny Leon's trying to reach you. And I said, okay. So, and I had his number, so I called him back, and he said, you know, we're doing a Soldier's Play on Broadway. I could not believe it had never been on Broadway.
Right.
Of course, it started off Broadway in 1981 through 83 at the Negro Ensemble Company, NEC. Always want to give them credit and homage to them. But it started there, but had never been on Broadway. So I wanted to be a part of that. And I knew David Allen Grier had signed on at that point to work with him. I'd never worked with him.
I was wondering, you've never crossed paths?
We'd crossed paths just in passing. I've seen his work. I saw him in Race and The Wiz live, but also just a fan of his work. And then afterwards, Jerry O'Connell came on board. And the ensemble, I always give them dap, because I mean, these guys, I call them these young lions, are just killing it every night on that stage. You know, it's an honor to be a part of it.
Did you know the play? Obviously, it's a film and a play, and
I didn't know the play. Okay. I'd seen the movie A Soldier's Story, of course, but I had not seen the play. But I remember from the movie that, you know, of course, playing a lawyer on LA Law many years ago. So he was a lawyer, trained lawyer. So okay, so he's asking a lot of questions. And then when I read the play, I found out that he's the narrator of the play, and he has 3 monologues that set up the story, but also gives the actor a chance to see how the story is affecting him. I saw the opportunity to play more colors and explore more sides to this character than just the interrogator and investigator.
And you're military, and you have military in your blood. Wasn't your dad in the Army?
Yeah, my dad's blood is in me. Yeah, my dad was in the Army 29 years.
Right?
Yeah, retired Army colonel, yeah.
There's a certain way to stand, a certain...
Well, there is that, and we talk about that a lot, that military bearing, as they call it. You know, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you present yourself, the way you salute, which is very important.
Salute.
Can't be all sloppy.
A proper salute, It fits you.
Thank you.
It works. But you never dabbled in your own life.
And my brother was actually in the Army for a short period of time.
Okay.
So it's kind of been
around
me in a lot of ways. Yeah.
You've heard the title before. We knew Charles Fuller won a Pulitzer Prize for this play. When you actually dug into the script, how did it feel reading it today? Obviously, it was written in the early 80s, but it really works for modern audiences.
Yeah. I have to come back and tell you a quick story about just I usually said it fits me, which is very funny. But it does work for modern audiences, and that's what's so amazing when people come backstage afterwards and they say this still resonates, and it's very moving, you know, by the end, and people are often moved when they come backstage, and they're moved because it speaks to them now. And specifically, we're talking about race relations. We're talking about an interracial dynamic of black and white. This man who is this officer, this captain in 1944, Louisiana, and how Jerry O'Connell's character, another captain of equal rank, cannot see him and does not give him the respect he deserves. And then from his perspective, he's saying, it's just the way it is. You can't go into these southern towns interrogating people. You think you as a Negro is gonna arrest somebody? They don't respect you. Right. So that's just one of the things that my character is confronted with. And then there's the intra-racial dynamic, you know, especially with David Allen Grier's character, Sergeant Waters, who is filled with self-loathing and self-hatred. It's a line of self-love that is completely malign and completely distorted.
So what was the story you want to tell me about?
Oh no, I was just thinking, that was funny. My first movie I did was called KRUSH Group in 1985, when I first got out to Hollywood. And I remember auditioning for that part, and a producer told me this later. So it was 85, the movie came out in 83, Soldier's Story. And they had cast another actor in the male lead. And he said, you came in and you auditioned and we liked you, but we didn't know We didn't know if you were going to be sexy enough or if the woman would like you or not. So we went around the office. We showed all the girls your picture, and they said, and the producer Doug McHenry said, he looks like one of those Soldier Story Negroes. I don't think he's going to sell on the big screen. So what do you think? So I don't know what they said, but I ended up getting the part. But it's ironic all these years later. You look like one of those Soldier Story Negroes.
You've actually been tied to this project for many years.
Inadvertently, yeah, apparently.
And by the way, that was good work in KRUSH Group.
KRUSH Group.
Oh, that was some.
Paul got jokes today.
That was some good work. Where's that Broadway musical?
Well, yeah, man. We need to have that. That's what we need on Broadway. KRUSH Group, the musical.
This is a fun group of actors. There's a lot of drama on stage.
Yeah.
What's it like building your little family at the Roundabout there for a few months?
You know, it's been amazing. I tell you, we have fight call, of course, before every show. We come out and just go through any kind of physicality, and they're out there warming up. And David Allen Greer is so hilarious.
Yeah.
Every day. I mean, he's on. And J. Alphonse Nicholson, who plays CJ, he said, you know, if you ever want to laugh, come to fight call. You know, so always gets us all in a great. If you may be tired or just beat down, but he always puts you in a great mood.
Can I buy tickets to Fight Call?
Yeah,
it sounds like
to.
It should be another show.
That's a show in and of itself, I'm telling you.
What's the Broadway lifestyle like? Do you like being in New York?
Oh, I love it.
Tell me about it. You do a lot of film and TV work out in California, but when you come to New York for a few months to do a show like this, what do those times mean in sort of your overall scope of your life?
Yeah, well, you know, it's a beast, first of all. You're doing 8 shows a week. So a lot of actors who come from LA and they do it, that's the first thing. Dude, how you holding up 8 shows a week? You know,
right.
it's a challenge, but I love it. So if you love it, it pulls you through. I live in the theater district, so in Hell's Kitchen, so I can walk to work. They've been nice enough to give me a car, but I can walk to work, and I often do, because I just like to walk.
Yeah.
Especially after a show. Like last night I walked home just to kind of clear your head, 2-show day, and just clear your head and enjoy it. But it's the electricity, literally and figuratively, of this theater district and Broadway and everything that comes with it.
You've been in the business for a long time. What kind of projects just sort of get you fired up and
anything that challenges me? I don't like to repeat myself too much, but if I'm challenged, and Broadway is a challenge in and of itself, and then on top of that, the character is so rich. This character, Captain Davenport, you know, to be able to, there are times early on when he puts his glasses on and how he interacts with Jerry O'Connell. There are funny moments where you say and do things that and the audiences laugh, and then, you know, there are moments when they react to different things in a fun way. But by the end, if we do our job right, if I do my job right, that same character gets to make people laugh, think, and cry at the end. So that's a challenge, to do it every night. So I jump at those opportunities.
Laugh, think, cry. I mean, what else do you need?
Right,
you
right.
got it all. Well, enjoy the rest of your run, and don't be a stranger.
No.
I'm going to hold you to it.
All right.
Good to see you.
I love that, Paul. Always a pleasure.